Hello there. Thor Ragnarok is the third Thor movie and the 17th overall movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is directed by Taika Waititi and features Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Anthony Hopkins, and Idris Elba reprising their roles from the previous movies, and featuring newcomers to the series like Jeff Goldblum, Tessa Thompson, Carl Urban, and Cate Blanchett. Our story is that Hela, the previously unknown older sister to Thor and Loki, has returned from exile to reclaim her rightful place as ruler of Asgard. This leads to Thor falling into slavery and must fight for its very life as a gladiator as Hela rules over Asgard. The story starts off as a space opera version of Ridley Scott's Gladiator, but then of course going into a different direction. All of the actors do a fantastic job. Chris Hemsworth is just as much fun as he was back in the first Thor movie. Tom Hiddleston remains as despicably charming as Loki. I don't care if Idris Elba's character wasn't black in the comics. It's Idris fucking Elba! Anthony Hopkins has less screen time here, but it's still Anthony Hopkins. There's even a funny scene featuring Anthony Hopkins playing Tom Hiddleston playing Anthony Hopkins. And some new characters that get a laugh, most notably Korg. As for the newcomers, hey, it's a fly, what else do you need? Although there isn't that much to Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, she's still good. I'll get to Cate Blanchett as Hela in a moment. The movie looks great. The costumes, the sets, the hairstyling and makeup, and the effects. A certain character that appeared in the trailers, which I wasn't pleased about, given how prominent he turns out to be, I think should have been a surprise for everyone to get them talking, is realized through some genuinely fantastic CGI. This is the best he's ever looked. But even so, his presence in this movie, which is explained, leaves in some other plot holes. Nothing that ruins the movie, it's just unfortunate that I can't help but think about them. A frequent but fair criticism of Marvel, which seems to be passing over to DC, is boring villains. Thankfully, it seems that Marvel is starting to figure out how to portray better villains, as demonstrated throughout 2017, with Igor the Living Planet portrayed by Kurt Russell, and the Vulture portrayed by Michael Keaton. Hela, the Goddess of Death, portrayed by Cate Blanchett, also seems to represent this apparent improvement with Marvel's cinematic villains. She does a great job chewing the scenery, she looks great in her costume, she is a believable and formidable opponent to our God of Thunder, she's the perfect amalgamation of sexy and menacing. Unfortunately, as entertaining as she is, as a villain she doesn't really have much depth aside from being evil. Still, she's better than most of Marvel's bad guys. I really liked the first Thor movie, so it's hard for me to decide which one I think is better between that one and this one. This one is certainly more fun, but I feel like the first one had more of a point and it definitely had a better villain. But you know what? Go see this movie and decide for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Sayonara.